Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, folks. Welcome to the Summertime Fun Picnic, sponsored by Carolyn Dykema. Welcome, everybody. Give yourself a big hand for showing up, having some fun. Well, you didn't come to see me, you came to see her, so I'm going to turn the mic off to Carolyn. Folks, give her a big hand, everyone.
Good afternoon, everyone. How is everybody today? Good. It's wonderful to welcome you all here to Hopkinton. It's so great every year to be able to host this picnic, which has been a decades-long tradition in this district for long before I came into office. To be able to continue this is really just a privilege for me, and to be able to meet and talk to all of you and just hear what's on your minds. So one of the most important things to me as a legislator for the district is to make sure that all of you feel connected to your state government. That's really kind of the passion that underlies my job. I believe that government does so many really important things for our community, but I can't do my job representing the people that I serve if I don't hear from you. And you don't know what I'm working on for you unless I actively communicate to you. So I know I've talked to you a lot of you today about issues that are important to you, which is one of the great opportunities for me as a legislator to have this picnic and to carry on this tradition. And one of the other things I do is I do a quarterly newsletter. And so this is a print copy of that newsletter. And if you, I certainly will not, I thankfully will not go through it all with you today. It's multiple pages long. But I just wanted to highlight a few things that I've been working on because they're things that I hear about from you, and I wanted you to know that I'm paying attention to them for you. The first one is climate change. I have seen a dramatic difference in the weather, as I imagine all of you have, even just looking at the weather today and how hot it is. Our climate is changing, and I believe that there's a lot we need to do, and I know the Senator would agree with me, to address that, both in reducing our carbon emissions, as well as increasing our infrastructure to help prevent things like flooding. So if you look at climate and what the likely impacts are going to be of climate change to our region, heavy rain events and flooding and dealing with flooding infrastructure, including dams, is going to be a big part of what we're focusing on for the next few decades, actually. One of the solutions, I believe, which will also help with our climate impacts, is getting more people on public transportation. And for us here in Metro West, the commuter rail is really our connection to other areas of the state, whether that be into Boston, into neighboring communities, into Worcester, into all those places that we all travel, in particular our commuters who are trying to get to work, who are combating traffic and getting to work and are facing longer and longer commutes. So for those of you who have taken our commuter rail recently, it could use some work. The T and the red line, green line, orange line trains have certainly been in the news lately in the more urban areas, but for us out here in Metro West, we're really making a push, and Senator Eldridge has been a huge supporter, as has Senator Spilka, in investing in our public transit, and we're trying to push for more investment in our trains, more reliability, more frequency for both our commuters and our businesses here in Metro West. As many of you know, property taxes, I imagine, are a significant concern for folks here in this room, as they are for all of us. Supporting our business community and our local businesses that support our tax base is something we think about all the time. And what I have heard, especially from some of our larger employers who sometimes struggle, especially when we have very low unemployment, to find workers, they're telling us that we need to be able to attract some of this young talent to Boston. And we can't get them out here to Metro West. They want to live in Boston, where they've got city life and access to all kinds of things that millennials enjoy. They don't want to buy cars. They use cars very little. And they can't get out here to work unless we have reliable public transit. So not only is this a quality of life issue to improve our commuter rail, it is a very, very real economic issue for us. So I'm going to continue to work on that, and I pledge to make a real difference that people are going to see in our commuter rail stations. And I want to note for the folks in Southborough in particular, we did bring some folks from the T out to the Southborough commuter rail station, and we should be seeing some real cleanup going on there to spruce it up and make it look a little nicer for folks who are using the commuter rail. I welcome any other comments based on if folks want to look through the newsletter, if there are other things that want to that kind of come to your attention. I'm happy to talk about them. I did on a public service notice, I just did want to notice that 3 of the communities in the Middlesex district are under critical watch for triple E. Eastern equine encephalitis. For those of you who have been watching the news, this is a very serious disease, and we have, in the communities locally, we have found the mosquitoes that have this virus in them. So recommendations from the Department of Public Health are wear your mosquito and bug spray when you are outside, and stay indoors between the hours of 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. to avoid the worst mosquito areas. So passing that along on behalf of DPH. And last, but certainly not least, I would like to recognize a very special person who's in the audience today. And she should have been introduced first, really. Because without her, I would truly not be here today. And there's only one person I can say that about, and that's my mother. Here we go. So, Mom, would you stand up, please? You know, people always ask me, you know, who's the person that made a real difference in your life? My mother has been an inspiration to me ever since I can remember. And any good traits I have, I know I owe to Mom. I'm sure the bad ones she will attribute to someone else. So on that note, we've got some raffles that we're going to be giving away shortly, and so I'm going to take a little break before we do that. There's another special person I would like to recognize from the district here today, and that is, for those of you who have recognized our Unsung Heroine Award at the state level. So we have a Massachusetts Commission on the Status of Women that we fund through our budget every year, and that group brings issues to our attention that are important to elevating the well-being and economic status of women and girls. And every year, they recognize a number of women who have made outstanding commitments to their community, and they call them unsung heroines. And we have a big ceremony at the State House. So I would like to introduce our unsung heroine from the community of Southborough, B. Jingo, who's joining us here today. Please stand up and get your accolades. Everyone in Southborough knows he is the mayor. And so if anyone needs to talk to the mayor, she's here with us today. So honored to be able to recognize Pete. So please enjoy the rest of your meal. We are going to have some folks, our wonderful volunteers here, who are cutting the cake as we speak, and they'll be bringing it around to you. And in a few moments, we'll do our raffles.
There's only so much golfing when you really do.